Hey kids, remember Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Yes, the story of Miles Morales finding his way with the help of Peter Parker.
Great.
Our family doesn't run from things.
Well, a second one came out,
Actually transgendering across the Spiderverse.
and of course they just couldn't help themselves at Marvel. They went woke, and some countries said, fuck you.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this is what's next. Happy Friday, guys. Jazzbro Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose. All right. As we go into the weekend, of course, a lot of us will be doing different things, mowing the lawn, doing work around the house, going out to restaurants, hanging out with friends and family, maybe even taking a movie. Well, if you're into animated movies, I'm one of them. You might have heard of a little movie called Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. Well, that movie came out a few years back, and that was the story of one Miles Morales. Yes, Miles Morales in an alternate universe found out that he had powers like the OG himself, Peter Parker. And of course, he got together with some of the other Spider-Men and Spider-Women across the universe, across the Spider-Verse, shall I say. And of course, they, fought against a common goal. Now, a sequel has come out. Of course, Marvel had to milk it, and of course, they came out with a sequel, and people were excited. I was. I loved the first one. I felt that same year, the Death of Superman came out from DC Animated, and I felt that it was a better movie. But then again, that's just me. So a second movie came out. And of course, those at Marvel, those wonderful, infinite minds, the big heads at Marvel, just could not help themselves and decided to wokeify the movie. Now, from some of those who saw the movie, some think it's very good, others who felt it was meh, and then you have a few who said, well, you know what, because of the woke factor, you killed off the movie. Well, we're going to concentrate on the woke factor. Why? Because some countries have said, oh, we love the first one, but this one, you can yourself with that one. Nice. And here we go. This comes out of the blaze. Animated Spider-Man movie banned from Muslim countries, possibly over the transgender messaging. Nah, could be because of that, right? The newest animated Spider-Man movie has been banned across Muslim world, and many suspect it's due to brief scenes showing support for the transanity. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was released in great acclaim in the US and has been declared a box office success, but will have to forego any gains from the Middle East. According to a report from Esquire Middle East, the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, has said the movie did not pass the censorship requirements and will not be screened in the region. Other countries banning the film include Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, and Bahrain. While specific reasons for the ban was not disclosed, many suspect that it would have to do with the brief scenes in which the signs in the background display support for the transanity. Some transanity activists have theorized that the main character in the movie, Gwen Stacy, she's not the main character in the movie, it's Miles Morales, so I had to correct that, is implied to be trans. Well, of course, if anybody knows anything about Gwen Stacy, yeah, she's not. I don't know. It's called canon. It's called content. It's called history. The movie shows a poster reading Protect Trans Kids displayed in Stacy character's room. And her father is seen wearing a trans rights flag on a uniform because of course he is. The Media Council of the UAE released a statement Monday obliquely referring to the issue. Quote, "We are monitoring and evaluating local media content being circulated. We affirm any content contradicting the UAE values and principles and media content standards enforced within the UAE will not be allowed for circulation or publication." In 14 Asian and Middle Eastern countries banned Lightyear, the animated film, of course, about the young Buzz Lightyear. Of course, that was without Tim Allen, and of course, the movie fell on its face. Why? Because, of course, it supported the wokeness in the LGBTQ characters. The movie went on to bomb at the box office, opening to a measly $51 million in its first weekend and in second place. While the film was the fifth highest grossing animated movie that year, it lost $100 million for Disney and Pixar, and of course, was an enormous disappointment. My thoughts. Like I said in the beginning, I saw the first one and I loved it. The way it was drawn, the character development, talk about themselves and basically expand themselves in front of you. So that was a great thing. And of course, the storyline was really cool. The second one, not so much. Yes, it was the same. The way the animation was the same. Of course, you brought the same voices back. And of course, this movie was heavily more on Miles Morales than anything else because, of course, Miles Morales was finding his way in the first one. The second one, well, of course, he did get some assistance from Peter Parker and his friends, across the Spider-Verse. It was mainly about him. So, sadly, that Marvel, again, could not help themselves but to wokeify this movie. They had to put the trans in there because, yeah, you know what? We just had to. Now, if anybody knows anything about Marvel, is that Marvel's phases through Kevin Feige over Phase 4 and Phase 5 have become utter trash. Why? Because they decided to cancerify their movies with woke. And of course, when you do that, yeah, you tend to go a little broke. Just saying. So Marvel's MCU-ness, of course, has spilled over into its animated movie. And yeah, that's not a good thing. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borgonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.